Okay, at a school dance, tickets were $5 each or 2 tickets for $8 a pair. The school has to pay the staff to be there, and the cost for the staff is $750 total. If 78 ticket pairs were sold and 85 single tickets, which of the following would show the correct expression to figure out the profit from the dance? Okay, so this is what I know. There were 78 ticket pairs, and I know that those are $8 a piece. So I know it's going to be 78 times 8. So I know that B is out. And D is out because it's 78 for $8. Plus, I know that there were 85 single tickets sold, and those are $5 each. So I know it's 85 times 5. Can't be A. It has to be C. Let's talk about why it's minus 750. It's minus 750 because even though this is how much you're making, you have to pay the staff to be there. And you're paying them $750 total altogether. So you have to take that off. And whatever is left over is the profit. So the correct answer to number 1 is C. Number 2. The students took a school survey about favorite football teams. 758 students responded. Below were the choices: the Texans, the Cowgirls, a team other than the Texans, or the Cowgirls. 2/7 of the students chose the Texans. 1/3 of the students chose the Cowgirls. What fraction of the students didn't choose either? Notice that the 758 was not needed because the question is what fraction? Okay, so we know that 2/7 and 1/3 are going to account for the Texans and the Cowgirls. So I'm going to get a common denominator. The common denominator is going to be 21. So for this one to be have a denominator 21, I have to multiply by 3. For this one to have a denominator 21, I have to multiply by 7. So for the Texans and the Cowgirls, 13 out of 21 account for those votes. The whole amount would be 21. So I'm going to subtract 13 from 21 so I can find the total. And that's 8. So 8 out of 21 did not choose the Texans or the Cowgirls. So the correct answer to number 2 is B. Which set of numbers best describes -5 6/10, -5.6? So we want the one that describes it the most. It might fit in more than one category. So first I ask myself, is it a rational number? Yes. Is it an integer? No, because integers are the positive and negative whole numbers. This is a negative number, but it's not whole. Is it a whole number? No. Is it a natural number? No. The natural numbers are the counting numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the set that best describes it is the rational numbers. Number 4, Karen found a shirt for $19.99 and 2 pairs of pants that were $34.50 each. The entire store was on sale for 20% off. If the sales tax is 8.25%, how much will Karen have to spend? I need to find the total of what she spent before a discount or before taxes. 1 pair of pants is $19.99. 2 shirts would be $69 because I had to multiply the $34.50 by 2. So I want to do all that math first. So Karen spends $88.99 before the discount. So remember, we do not pay tax until we take the discount off. So I'm going to move my decimal 2 places and multiply to find the discount, and then I'm going to subtract it off. Okay, so once I multiplied, this is the number that I got, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal places. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal places. So the discount is going to be $17.80 because remember, we round money to 2 decimal places, and the 79 is going to round to 80. Now I've got to take that off because it is my discount. So if the total was $88, $17.99. Now I'm going to subtract $17.80 to see what my total is before taxes. Okay, so once I take off my discount of $17.80, I get $71.19. Now I've got to figure out my tax. So remember with percents, we move the decimal 2 places to the left and then we multiply. So now I'm going to multiply this out to figure out my tax. And then remember, tax is added on. Now we can use some common sense here before we do it. My total, even before taxes, was 71. So I already know it cannot be D. Okay, so I got this big number when I multiplied, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 decimal places. So I'm going to come here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 decimal places. Remember, we only want 2 decimals when it's money. And so since this is a 3, it's going to be $5.87. Tax is added on. So I'm going to take that $5.87 and add that on. So I got $77.06. So the correct answer is A. Number 5 says, to which of the following sets of numbers does 17 belong to? So I'm going to go through and I'm going to check off where it belongs. It doesn't say best. It asks which ones it belongs to. And see how it has an S? So it means more than one. The rational numbers, yes, it is a rational number. Is it an integer? Yes, because integers are positive and negative whole numbers. Is it a whole number? Of course, 17 is a whole number. Is it a natural number? That means a counting number. Yes, because the counting numbers start at 1 and count up. So it belongs to 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the correct answer is D. Christopher lives in a city that is 78 feet above sea level. Derek lives in a city that is 5 feet below sea level. How much higher is Christopher's city than Derek's city? So the best thing here is to draw yourself a picture. And basically the question is asking, from Derek, how far do you have to go up to get to Chris? Well, let's think about this. It's best to draw a picture, and y'all have seen me do that. To get from Derek just to sea level is 5 steps, or you climb 5. And then from sea level to Chris, you're going up another 78. So this is an addition problem, and that would be 83 feet from Derek to Christopher. So the correct answer is A.